ladies and gentlemen. I'm Hiral Datia. We have with us Mr. Devesh Sachdev, Managing Director and CEO at Fusion Microfinance, joining in. Welcome to the show, Devesh, and a happy Diwali and a happy New Year to you as well as to all the viewers. And congratulations for achieving this milestone of the IPO. My first question coming to you is overall, what are your thoughts in terms of coming up with the IPO? What's the reason to go public?
Good morning to your viewers, and a belated happy Diwali and season greetings. So I would like to take a minute to really talk about Fusion Microfinance. We are right now the second largest in the NBFC MFI space. We have close to 7,400 crore of portfolio as of June. We have close to 1,000 branches. We are present in 19 states of India, close to 377 districts of India. We are a strong team of around 10,000 people. We are the only company which has been able to attract Warburg Pincus, one of the marquee investor, as an investor in 2018. We are the youngest company to reach this stage. We started in 2010. I think we are if you see, Hiral, about your point on this IPO, I think our capital journey has been very, very organic. We started our journey with a development fund institutions, which was our early investors, and followed by we had a strategic investor, growth investor like Creation. They came in 2016, 2018, the marquee investor like Warburg Pincus. So I think we have reached a stage of the growth, a maturity, a responsibility, where we feel that now to take the company to the next level. And also very important point, Hiral, that I have my team with me, a large number of people, more than 300 people have ESOPs. So I think it's a combination of the fact that we are as an organization ready to really now, welcome new investors, go to the public to raise funds. Our IPO size is around 1,100 crore, out of which 600 crore is the primary infusion and 300 crore is the OFS, offer for sale.
Right. So overall, what are we going to use the funds for?
Yeah. So we have, as I mentioned, we have close to 1,000 branches, out of which 400 branches have come up 3 years. We have the network. We are present in some of these geographies. UP, our top 5 geographies are, UP, Bihar, Odisha, Tamil Nadu, Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan. So where we see a huge potential for growth. We have been, if you see, last 3 years of COVID, we have grown at a CAGR of around 37%. Last 5-6 years of CAGR has been around 45-46%. So these funds will be used to really increase our book size, do more disbursement, and leverage the whole network to scale up the operation.
Right. So if you have to break up into 4 regions, that's north, south, east, west, where do we get majority of our loan book from?
We are well diversified, Hiral. So as I mentioned to you, and in my top 5 states, we have Odisha also, we have Bihar also, and we have UP also. And similarly, we have Tamil Nadu also. So I think, but yes, the 7 states of North India, portfolio is around 41%, followed by, Bihar, where we have portfolio is around 19%. And then, we are very well diversified. I think we are, Hiral, only, very organically diversified company. Just to give you a sense that, when we started, Fusion started in 2010, we started with 4 states, which was a very different strategy from most of the companies where they start with a particular state. But I think that strategy has really panned out well for us. And I think we see a growth in all the states where we are present.
Right. And overall, if you say, with regards to the overall picture in terms of the ticket size, what is the ticket size and what are the kind of segments we cater to?
So if you see overall, we give loans starting on 20,000 to maximum to around 75-80,000. Our average outstanding with the customer is also one of the lowest, is around 25,000, because we work in rural areas. So our average disbursement size around 35-36, which is also one of the very comparable and lowest in the sector. So the idea is that when we acquire a customer, we understand the customer well. We are able to marry the risk and growth well. That's why we are very cognizant of the fact that what kind of ticket size we keep for more sustainable, which is more sustainable both for the borrower and for the organization.
Hmm. Hmm. Okay. And overall, if you see in terms of the asset quality, where does that stand currently?
So if you see, if I about my, it was 5.71% in March, which has now come down to 3.67%. My net NPA has moved from 1.64 to 1.35%. So we have really managed our overall, the impact of the COVID very well. We have front-loaded the provisioning. We the first quarter, if I talk about the first quarter, Hiral, we have made a profit of 75 crore. My ROA is around 4. There are some very, we do not give all our customers 2.9 million borrowers are women. Sustainability concept where when we source loans, we speak to these borrowers. They come, borrowers who are staying in the vicinity of each other, their houses are nearby, they know each other, they actually come in groups, which is a classic group is around 5 members, and then 2 to 3 to 5 groups become a center. So all of these ladies, actually women borrowers, they sign a joint liability document where they undertake that they will be with each other in times of crisis. They will pay each other's EMIs. So that's how the whole concept works. So it's a very social collateral. It's a completely, we do not charge any collateral. It's a doorstep service. It's a very, very transparent service. I must appreciate our regulator also, RBI, which has set up a very right kind of rules for the sector. So the code of conduct, how you deal with the customer, your transparency, how do you share your rate of interest, everything is very, very transparent. And that is the reason that, the sector has been able to grow.
Right. So how does the collection efficiency and where does that stand?
So we are right now, our book, which we have sourced post April 21, I think we are already at 99%. So as I mentioned to you, our net NPA is 1.35% only. So we are seeing a normal now on our new book, which we have created. We are seeing a normal customer behavior as what we have seen pre-COVID.
Right. And from here on, Devesh, what are the next milestones that we are looking to cross?
So I think we are very focused because of our right strategy. Fusion is very diversified, opening the right branches in the right areas. A team. Let me also tell you that my core team is a very, very stable team. I think one of the most stable team you will find in the banking space or NBFC MFI NBFC space. All the team members are with me. We have also done a lot of investments in technology. Today, let me tell you, it will be slightly amazing for your viewers to really hear this, that all the loans which we source today are digitally sourced. So there is an app through which assisted model, our field officers help the customer to source the loans. So, and then all these women borrowers have bank accounts. 97% of the money is going to bank accounts, which was not people cannot imagine 5-6 years back. I think this is where the government has to be appreciated for the whole jam trinity. There's a Aadhaar, mobile and Jan Dhan Yojana. So what we believe is that we have actually built a very high class franchisee. Our 400 branches have come up in the last 3 to 4 years, Hiral, where their contribution to my overall portfolio is only 25%. 75% of my portfolio contribution coming from the branches which are more than 3 years. This is 500. So what I'm trying to drive here is that Fusion is coming to the market where what we are saying is that we have done all the hard work. We have gone through different cycles. We have the right people. We have the right lenders. SBI is one of my largest lender today. So we have set up the right franchisee to really create to make sure that we are able to harness all the opportunities which are there in India. And rural as it is coming as a separate asset class. I think as a as a company which has been very, very successful in establishing in rural, we see a huge opportunities.
Right. So overall, Devesh, with all of this, where does the cost of funds stand at for us?
So just to give you a sense here, Hiral, that, we have very robust liability management. Just to give you a sense that, since if I talk about, since 2015, 16, so my cost of fund has come down by around 6%. So from around 15, 16, now my cost of fund is around 10%. And my incremental cost, which I've some of the recent sanctions which we have got, is hovering between 9.5, 9.4, 9.6. We are if you look at our total borrowing, around 47% is a long-term borrowing. So the whatever rate cycle now which has happened in the current rate cycle, 140 bips, RBI has increased, but the impact on Fusion is only 25 to 30 bips. In the A- category, we are rated as A- by CRISIL, ICRA, and CARE. All the three rating agencies. What are the lowest cost of fund? So what we believe is that now with this in equity, this capital raise and internal, as I mentioned to you, we have made a profit of 75 crore in the quarter one. We believe that we are a very, very strong contender and are very hopeful of getting a rating upgrade. Once that rating upgrade happens, then Hiral, I think whatever the next interest rate increase, if the regulator does, will get nullified. So our endeavor is that we keep on working on reducing the cost of fund, create efficiencies so that we can actually pass on those efficiencies to our borrowers.
Right. And very lastly, Devesh, in terms of the next milestone, what would that be for the company?
Look, we are very focused. As I mentioned to you, we have two engines right now. We have microfinance, which is our biggest engine. We are very small. We started MSME, 3 years back. My portfolio is around 200 crore in MSME. So next milestone is more from that, how we harness the whole opportunities. The next milestone is that, how all our branches actually start, are giving productivity. Our next milestone is actually, Hiral, this whole opportunity, the aspirational class in the rural area. How do we really, fulfill those demands? How do we create a platform where, because we are a very, very classic example of a touch and tech model. We are present there. We have feet on the ground. So I think that's the opportunity we are looking at.
Right. So I think there's a good growth path going ahead as well with the kind of growth that you're already achieving. But thank you, Devesh, so much for joining us on the show. Always a pleasure to speak to you. Thank you. Stay safe and good luck for the IPO and listing.
Thank you. Thank you, Hiral. Thank you very much. It was a pleasure to be here.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel and click on the bell icon to never miss an update from Nirmal Bang.